back to the channel, guys. So it is the next day, and as you can see, Clevor is here. So I still haven't started this yet. I've got a few things I need to do. I'm going to jack the car up and figure out why the power steering is leaking and where it's leaking from. I've also got to look at the fuel leak that I've got up here. So the sensor itself is leaking fuel, not from the connection here, but from the electrical connection on the other side. I have no idea how, but it's ridiculous. You can see the fuel there. Smell it. E85 smells good. So I've got to figure that out. It stopped reading pressure altogether, and I know that I've got it. I've got two pumps, and I know that previously it's probably about 90 psi with both of them on. So I don't know if it's just because of how I've got it positioned or what. I should have got another inline connection, but I didn't have it, so I used a T-block. It is what it is. I'll change it, see if I can get, I'm sure the diaphragm on the inside of the sensor blew up, so I'll probably have to get another one, which stinks, but it is what it is. The other thing is that I've had a battery charger on this thing all night because previously it was it was deader than dead. I couldn't even get it to crank, and that was my fault. I left the battery connected for I don't even know how many months without trying to run it at all. And I've got my little plug in there that was on. Oh well, it is what it is. So got that squared away. I've also got to tighten up some fittings on the fuel lines in the back because I saw it was leaking from there, so I'll have to force the output for the fuel pump again, see where it's leaking from, fix that, fix a leak up front, and then the timing is, I'm pretty sure it's 180 degrees out. We'll see where it is, but it was backfiring out the exhaust, so leads me to believe we're chasing it down the cylinders, so we'll have to get that squared away. So I'll have to probably pull the distributor out, restab it, no big deal, flip it 180, and then once we get it running, I'll be able to time it. We'll have to set timing in the ECU at a fixed number, like 20 degrees is typically what I do, and then we'll have to make it match on the crank pulley here, so that's not a big deal, but you guys will get to see that too. So a little bit more work, and hopefully we'll get it fired up. So let's get into it, guys. Thanks for being here, and thanks for watching. Well, a little bit of crappy news. I'm not sure what happened with this. It was working fine, but now all of a sudden had all kinds of power steering fluid. I already wiped it up here, but it was dripping from up here. You can't really see it that well, but this, see how there's play there? It's already drained the reservoir, but it was leaking right out of here. You can see that fluid. So it was leaking out of here, dripping down onto all of this stuff here. And I also noticed there's a whole bunch right here too. I'm like, what the heck? You can tell it's been leaking for a while. Never noticed it. Should have, but there's another fitting right up here. And you can see when I do that. Yeah, that's fun. Didn't know I was going to have that to deal with. Well, it's leaking bad enough that I can't just leave it, so unfortunately I'm going to have to fix it. So we'll see what I can do. I'm going to take that line apart. I'm not sure if there's just an O-ring or something that went bad in there on both sides or what, but we'll take it off and check it out. Well, I thought I was done with the mess, but apparently I'm not. So there's an O-ring on this side. Must have been when I took it apart, it just decided, hey, I've had enough, because it doesn't look like it's in that good a shape. So there's that O-ring right there that is definitely seen better days. And then this one has got an O-ring on it as well. This one looks okay. But it looks like there's another one. So there's two fittings on this, and it's leaking right here. So I wasn't able to get this apart. I'm gonna have to throw this in my vise. We'll see if I can get this off of this adapter piece here. But I'm sure there's another O-ring on this one inside there, so let's see what I can do. If you've never done this before, it's nice to have a pick. Now these were super cheap. These are actually picks for your teeth, but they work really well. This is a pick for getting O-rings out. Man, that one is just shot. I'm not sure as though this one's strong enough, but we'll make it work. Oof. Yikes. That O-ring's in rough shape. Put a new one on there. Try my O-ring kit. So I've got a couple of different kits here. See what I've got for replacements. Dang, after a lot of prying, I finally got this other piece off, and so we've got another O-ring right here that I'm going to do some work on. Looks like it just needs replaced. That's all there is. Right here on this line there's a little O-ring, and it doesn't look the greatest. Yeah, she's pretty flat. So I've got another. That one looks okay. So this one's got an O-ring on it as well, but that one looks like it's in really good shape. So I'm going to try to reuse that guy. Definitely feels like a better seal there, so that's a bonus. Well, I've got both O-rings replaced, this one here and then the one inside of here. The downfall is I don't have any extra power steering fluid to put into the car to check and make sure it doesn't leak. So we'll have to do that tomorrow. At least this part of it will be done. So I'll get this line, I'll get both these back on. Then tomorrow I'll get some more fluid. We'll check and see what we got. As far as leaks go, hopefully that fixed the issue. The kit that I used is just a universal O-ring kit, so I'm not 100% sure that those O-rings were thick enough. They were just the standard replacement size that I had, so hopefully it works. Time to get this back in the car now, though, and we'll see what we get. Well, I've got the top fitting right up here in. That's tight, no leaks yet. Now I'm going to work on this guy over here. I'm sure we're going to have some leaks from before, so I'm going to go ahead and dry everything off. I guess I didn't realize it's been leaking so bad for so long, so I never noticed any puddles of power steering fluid under my car, so it must have just been leaking everywhere else but there, which kind of stinks, but it is what it is. Alright, so now I got that in. Probably zip tie that back up out of the way so it ain't hanging down so bad. Right, guys, so that is the power steering high pressure line repair. Hopefully that was helpful for you guys. Now, I would recommend, obviously you're going to check it again after repairing the O-rings or putting new O-rings in. If it leaks, just make sure you get the right size O-rings. There's tons of O-ring kits out there at any auto parts store. If you don't have the right one, go grab one. It's late right now, so I did not. I used what I had, and we will see how it works with that. I've got to grab some new power steering fluid tomorrow and then try it out. So hey, if you guys have any comments or questions, put them below. Stay tuned for more updates on the Cleaver. I've got to fix some fuel leaks and then hopefully try to get this bad boy running. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you guys watching. If you'd like to support me and what I do, I've got merch. I've got hats, stickers. I've also got some Pi Dash options that I offer. Check out the website. I'll put a link up here. And we will see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you later.